Basketball isn't just a game of points and highlights, it's a story of evolution. Every generation produces a player who defines the era, changes the pace, and forces the league to adapt. In the 1980s, that player was Magic Johnson. A 6'9" point guard with unmatched vision, leadership, and creativity, Magic didn't just play basketball, he orchestrated it. He turned fast breaks into art and transformed the Los Angeles Lakers into the iconic Showtime dynasty. Fast forward to today's NBA, a league built on spacing, versatility, and skill, and a new name enters the conversation: Cade Cunningham. Calm under pressure, capable of scoring at all three levels, trusted to run an offense at a young age, Cade represents the modern evolution of the point guard. He plays in a faster, more complex league where decision-making happens in seconds and defensive schemes are more advanced than ever. But what happens when we compare two players from completely different eras? Is greatness defined by dominance in your own time, or by how well your game would translate across generations? Today, we explore Magic Johnson versus Cade Cunningham, old school genius versus new age, versatility to understand, not just who they are, but how the game of basketball itself has changed. When Magic Johnson entered the NBA in 1979, basketball had never seen anything like him. Standing 6'9" and playing point guard, Magic immediately broke every traditional rule of the position. At a time when point guards were expected to be small, quick, and defensive-minded, Magic brought size, creativity, and leadership that changed the game forever. What truly separated Magic Johnson was his basketball IQ. He saw plays before they happened. His court vision allowed him to control the tempo of the game, turning ordinary possessions into highlight reel moments. Whether it was a no-look pass on a fast break or a perfectly timed assist in half-court offense, Magic made his teammates better, and that was his greatest strength. Magic's impact was immediate. As a rookie, he helped lead the Los Angeles Lakers to an NBA championship and famously stepped in at center during the finals, delivering one of the greatest performances in league history. That moment didn't just define Magic's career, it announced the arrival of a superstar who could dominate without being the primary scorer. The NBA during Magic's era was physical and demanding. Defenses were allowed to be more aggressive. Hand-checking was legal, and spacing was limited. Yet Magic thrived because he understood the game at a deeper level. He controlled pace, read defenses effortlessly, and led with confidence. More than stats or trophies, Magic Johnson changed how the point guard position was viewed. He proved that leadership, vision, and intelligence could be just as powerful as scoring. Magic wasn't just playing basketball, he was building the foundation that future generations, including players like Cade Cunningham, would eventually build upon. Cade Cunningham represents everything the modern NBA demands from a lead guard. Size, skill, composure, and versatility, all packed into one player. Standing at 6'6", Cade doesn't rely on raw athleticism alone. Instead, his game is built on control, patience, and advanced decision-making. Qualities that are rare for a player so early in his career. In today's NBA, defenses are faster, smarter, and more complex than ever. Teams switch constantly, trap ball handlers, and force stars to make split-second reads. Cade thrives in this environment. He can create his own shot, run pick and roll at a high level, and punish defenses from beyond the three-point line. Unlike past eras, scoring is now a requirement for primary ball handlers, and Cade delivers. What truly stands out is his poise. Cade plays with a calm confidence, even in late-game situations. He understands spacing, manipulates defenders, and knows when to attack versus when to involve teammates. This ability to balance scoring and playmaking defines the modern point-forward role. Unlike Magic Johnson, Cade is still building his legacy. He hasn't had the benefit of championship rosters or Hall of Fame teammates. Instead, he carries the responsibility of leading a rebuilding franchise, while being the focal point of opposing defenses every night. Cade Cunningham is not a finished product, and that's what makes him exciting. He represents the future of the NBA, a player shaped by analytics, spacing, and versatility. While Magic Johnson laid the blueprint, Cade is one of the players redefining how that blueprint is used in today's game, comparing Magic Johnson. And Cade Cunningham isn't about deciding who is better, it's about understanding how greatness looks in different eras. Both players are oversized guards with elite basketball intelligence, but the way they impact the game reflects the NBA they play in as playmakers. Magic Johnson stands in a class of his own. His passing creativity, court vision, and ability to control the tempo were unmatched. Magic didn't just read the defense, he dictated it. Cade Cunningham, while not yet at that legendary level, is a strong modern playmaker who operates within structured offenses, reading switches, exploiting mismatches, and making efficient decisions under pressure. When it comes to scoring, Cade has the clear advantage. Today's NBA requires stars to score at all three levels, and Cade is built for that responsibility. He can shoot from deep, attack off the dribble, and create his own offense late in the shot clock. Magic, on the other hand, scored when needed but prioritized making the right play over taking the shot. Defensively, both use their size and intelligence rather than pure athleticism. Cade faces quicker guards and more spacing, while Magic dealt with a more physical game and fewer defensive rules, protecting ball handlers. The biggest difference lies in era fit. Magic Johnson would thrive in today's positionless, fast-paced NBA. Cade Cunningham, meanwhile, would face a tougher physical challenge in the 1980s but could still succeed with adjustments. This matchup isn't about replacing legends, it's about evolution. Different tools, different rules, same basketball IQ. When the comparison ends, the truth becomes clear. Magic Johnson and Cade Cunningham are products of different basketball worlds. Magic is a completed masterpiece, a proven legend whose impact is permanently written into NBA history. His championships, leadership, influence on the point guard position place him among the greatest players of all time. Cade Cunningham, on the other hand, represents possibility. He is still in the early chapters of his story, learning through pressure, losses, and responsibility. Cade plays in a league that demands versatility, shooting and adaptability every single night, and he has already shown that he belongs at the highest level. If the question is who had the greater career, the answer is clearly Magic Johnson. But if the question is who fits the modern NBA better, Cade's skill set makes the conversation far more interesting, with more spacing, analytics, and freedom to score. Cade embodies today's version of a floor general. The real takeaway isn't about choosing sides. It's about appreciating how basketball evolves while still valuing the foundation built by legends like Magic. Without Magic Johnson redefining the point guard role, players like Cade Cunningham might never have had the freedom to play the way they do today. Now the question is yours to answer. Would Magic Johnson dominate even more in today's NBA? Or does Cade Cunningham represent the future of greatness? Drop your opinion in the comments, like the video, and subscribe for more NBA comparisons that bridge the past and the present. Basketball will always be a game of evolution. Rules change, styles shift, and new stars rise, but greatness finds its way in every era. Magic Johnson showed the world what leadership, vision, and unselfish basketball could look like. Cade Cunningham is showing us how those same values survive in a faster, smarter, and more demanding NBA. This comparison isn't about crowning one player over the other. It's about respecting the past while appreciating the future. Magic laid the foundation. Cade is building on it. Legends inspire generations, and future stars carry that inspiration forward. That's how the game grows. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to support the channel. More player comparisons, more basketball stories, and more debates are coming. Until then, remember, different eras, different styles, but the love for the game stays the same.